Welcome to the Hamilton Buddhist Temple for our online service. My name is Christopher Moses Takeda. I'm your Master of Ceremonies for today. We are pleased to have Yoshi Sensei from the Toronto Buddhist Church presiding. Today we have our June Shotsuki Memorial Service. Please note that today's service is being recorded, and this allows people who are unable to attend today to watch it later. Only the service portion itself is recorded. Please join us in Matsu.
Please close your eyes and steady your body to refocus yourself toward encountering Buddha Dharma. Thank you. Please open your eyes and we recite Shomyo Renbutsu. Please join me in Gassho, placing your palms together. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda, Nama. And please bow. Thank you.
Please join me reciting the Shin Buddhist life principles. Entrusting the vow of the Buddha, calling out the Buddha's name, I will pass through the journey of life with strength and joy. Revering the light of the Buddha, reflecting upon my imperfect self, I will strive to live a life of gratitude. Following the teachings of the Buddha, discerning the right path, I will share the true Dharma with all. Rejoicing in the compassion of the Buddha, respecting and aiding all sentient beings, I will work towards the welfare of society and the world. This month, we will remember the following people: Kazuburo Horibe, Jinzo Tsuchida, Seichiro Morimoto, Kinu Yaguchi, Soyu Hamoka, Suneto Yamashita, sorry, I always mess that up, Yamashita, and Yonezo Yamamoto. I think Sensei is going to chant Shishin in rhyme.
Yeah, Shishin. Today we will start chanting with Shishin Rai. Shishin Rai means with a sincere mind, bow reverently and take refuge in the timeless Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. After chanting Shishin Rai, today we will chant Shoshinge. うほうんけいれいなもしょうちうそう Now we will start chanting Shoshinye, which was written by Shinran Shonin, who is our founder of our Buddhism sect. Ki myo mu ryo jun nyorai Namo fukashi giko Hozo bosan niji 財政自在を武将刀剣勝仏浄土院国土人伝自然魔建立無常首相願超つけう大具勢五行心唯心小樹十世名称文字法不法無量無変更無下無体公園の少女間義知栄光不断難事無所合超日学校精進戦一切群上無故障本願名号少女語死死信行がに上等学書大涅槃非死滅道願成就如来所以公主世唯説弥陀本願会五辱悪事群上会法神如来如実言の北一年気愛心普段本の徳涅槃凡上逆法三永入入手侵入開一味聖主信仰上昇後意の水波無明安 どんない心臓しうむ情不真実信心天非尿にこふむふむしげみょむあん逆心謙虚大狂気即応超絶語悪臭一切全幕本部に門心如来偶是が仏言古代証下者税人名踏んだりけみだ仏本願念文邪見狂慢なく衆生信行十字事に南中し南昔インド祭典シロンゲ中華自治域しこそ現代証拠聖書意妙如来本税大き釈迦如来両がせ一種語名南天神龍樹大一種とせ神老在派有無権先絶大乗無情報召喚疑似小安楽賢治南行六六信行引行指導ら億年弥陀仏本願自念即時入品上唯の上昇如来語おほ大悲偶是音天神菩薩増論世奇妙無下光如来永主たら見信心光線王朝大聖願こういう本願力栄光移動群上昇一心記入苦毒大崩壊一逆入大栄収集徳試練下造世界即昇信用法精進有望の臨現人図入生寺恩寺王下本師論乱両天使上皇 南小菩薩来、三蔵ルシ十条教、凡上専業気楽法、天神菩薩論中下、報道因果見性願、おげねこゆたり、少女心唯心人、枠前本部新人法、承知生じ即涅槃、非死無量光明道、小宇宙上回復家、同社結晶道難所、唯名浄土活入、万全自力変言宗、円満徳語感染症、三不三神経音言、増末法滅道品、一生増悪自偶税、思案用うが一生う名うか。全道う読名う部所うい、公愛上三陽逆あ、公明明語敬念、介入本願第一回、行者少女金剛心、狂気一年総合、用意大と逆三人、即小小四条ら、原神公開一大教、返帰安養官一切、先祖終始反戦人、法家二道小弁流、極重悪人唯勝負、我薬剤非摂取中、煩悩証言水不見、大非無見上昇が、本資源空妙仏教、霊民全幕本部人、新宗教書公編集、戦弱本願具悪性、現来生じ臨伝下、ケチ義上一生心、即入弱上無意ら、一心人意の 教大事修士と上細部変極上悪同族自主愚道心有意化心し高層聖ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブがにしくろく平等正祭道本菩提心おうじょうなこ。ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ仏ナマンダ。
I would like to introduce Yoshimichi Ochi Sensei for his Dharma talk.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. And hello, everyone again. Good morning. Today we are gathered here for the monthly memorial service, Shotsuki Hoyo of June. And in June, so I surprised. So we are now halfway through this year. So already 6 months is gone. And after 6 months, we will join in the 2023. So yeah, as you know, it's wonder how quickly time flies, and time is really funny. Its value is the same. Oh, sorry, its value is fixed. That depend on our situation. It can seem so longer or shorter. So, for example, when I studied history in the high school, I felt the class was forever. Like when teacher looked at the blackboard, I looked back and checked the clock. So how long I spent the time in the history class. And I thought the clock was broken because the minute's hand seems not move correctly. But I realized I looked the clock too many times. That's why I thought it. So now when I read a history book, especially like Buddha's life, Shakyamuni Buddha's life, I really enjoyed learning history, and I feel the time goes so quickly. So we can spend time so carefully or waste it. Anyway, last week there was a wedding ceremony at the Toronto Buddhist Church. I guess Buddhist weddings are getting popular now because when I came to Canada like 6 years ago, only one couple asked me to hold the wedding ceremony, and second year like two couples asked me to hold the wedding, but this year already 6 couples asked me to hold their wedding ceremonies. Only like a half year, but already 6 couples. So when I did their wedding ceremonies, or last week when I did it, what a sweet moment to send off a couple who are going to start their future life together in front of Amida Buddha. And it's very precious moment. And I wished those happy moments could last forever. But when I thought about it, I always remember my brother's wedding ceremony that was held 7 years ago. During the ceremony, an officiating minister said to my brother and his wife that he said, you have been facing each other, right? Because they loved each other. I hope they are still loving each other, but they faced like each other. But after the wedding ceremony, you must face the same direction, not facing each other, same direction, and start new life together. So he also said, this time now, when you are making your vows in front of Amida Buddha to start the process, may be the happiest moment of your life. So in other words, the two of you will have more difficulties to overcome the happiness, he said. So when I heard that, I thought he was a real Buddhist, because he talked to them not only happiness, but also suffering that is a part of the teaching of the Buddha during the wedding ceremony. And fortunately, they are both, my brother and his wife are both dedicated Buddhists. So they understood what the officiating minister wanted to say. Oh, sorry. So the officiating minister went on to say, purpose in the future, there will be more suffering for both of you than happiness. And you must strive to live through that suffering in the same stride. However, there will always be some suffering in life that cannot be resolved by 2 people alone. Such time, please listen to the voice of Nembutsu and rely on Amida Buddha, he said. So the rituals or liturgies or ceremony of Buddhists, like a wedding or funerals, it not only gives us a great opportunity to encounter the Buddha, but also it teaches us about turning point in our lives. So like as I said, I did 6 wedding ceremonies this year, but I must attend like funeral or memorial services as a Buddhist minister in Canada. So, but all these funerals or memorials are valuable and honorable. So recently, I had very precious encounter at the Makuragyo service as well. Makuragyo service is some minister translate as a last rites or bedside service. So when family called or even mostly called because it's emergency, so called the minister and hey sensei, my parent feels not good and doctor told me she or he is not well and cannot live longer. So could you please come to the hospital and like a minister visit the hospital or their house and we hold the last rite service next to them. So we call it makurayo. So last month, a family asked me to hold a makurayo service because their mother had chosen to have a medically assisted death. So, she had so much suffering, not only physical painful, but mental health also. She had so much suffering and she decided to choose the medicine to die. So, and I have witnessed several of these situations in the past. So, and what they all have in common is that they are prepared to die and they are treasuring every moment with their last energy. Like I still remember 1 year ago, or 1 year ago, when I did the makurayo service, and because he decided to choose to take the medicine, and he had the cancer, and he could not eat or he could not enjoy eating a meal because he didn't feel any taste. So, but when he decided, and the last day of his life, the family told me he drank wine, red wine, and he ate sashimi and roast beef too. Like he really enjoyed the last dinner with his family, and family surprised. Hey, Dad, your taste, the sense of taste, it's coming back. So, do you? And they asked him, do you want to cancel the doctor? Like, do you want to cancel the taking the medicine? But he said, no, he said, I want. Yeah, he already decided. So he already prepared to die. That is why he could use his last energy at the last day. So again, like last month when I visited their house, I was surprised because she was totally fine. When she saw me, she said, "Hi, Sensei, how are you doing?" I said, "I'm okay." And I asked her, "How are you doing?" And she also said, "I'm good." Even though she decided to take the medicine, but she said, "I'm good. I feel really good." So, because, again, like, because she decided. So, now, when I and other Buddhist ministers discuss or talk about that situation, like who wants to take medically assisted death, sometimes we want to make, how can I say, or we want to judge, is that wrong or is that not right? Their decision is wrong or right, or good or not good. We want to judge. So, but I cannot judge whether their decision is good or not, because it's really difficult to judge it. Or I think we don't have to judge it, good or bad. So I believe as a Buddhist minister, I just need to respect their and their family's decisions as a Buddhist minister. So that is why I don't want to recommend to take the medicine to die, but I also don't want to say like stop it. It's against Buddhism. No. I don't want to say anything. Just I want to respect their decisions. And when they ask me to hold a Buddhist service, just I visit their house or hospital and have a last Buddhist service with them. It's most important thing. So when I did the service for her, I chanted Shoshinge like today we chanted. So during the chanting Shoshinge, she closed her eyes. But when I recited Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu at the end of Shoshinge, she moved her mouth. She moved her mouth and saying Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Then she did Gassho, she placed her palms together. So after the chanting, I touched her shoulder because she took a nap. I think chanting Shoshinge made her comfortable and she took a nap. However, her mouth moved Namanda, Namanda, and she did Gassho. I was so surprised. So I woke her up after chanting. Then, before they take the medical medicine, I usually say you don't have to worry about anything because the Buddha is always beside you. But before I said that, she said, 先生、私は何も心配してないよ。だって阿弥陀様はいつも私のことを見守ってくれてるから。She said, 先生、I'm never worried about anything because Amida Buddha is always accepting me just as I am. So that is why I'm so glad to encounter the Amida Buddha and I want to place my palms together since I'm never worried about anything, she said. So when I heard that, I thought she was sincerely taking refuge in Amida Buddha's compassion and entrusting everything to the Buddha. Then we shook the hands and we said, 浄土でお会いしましょう。また浄土でお会いしましょう。See you in the Amida Buddha's Pure Land, he said. So again, the time is very interesting things. The time she had the Makulayo service might have been a short time in her long life. It may also not have been enough time for her children and grandchildren to accept her passing and saying goodbye, Ba-chan, or goodbye, Mom. However, it was a time they would never forget, and I believe it became so meaningful for them, even though the time was short. The time will be alive in their long life. And time is always moving and cannot go back. We cannot go back to the past. It's like a flow of a river. Water of the river will not come back to the same place because the river constantly flows. So that is why the Buddha teaches us we cannot change the past, but we can change how we view the past. In another word, Amida Buddha's compassion let us know to accept sorrow as sorrow, but not to let it remain sorrow. As I said, Buddhist services give us not only great opportunities to encounter the Buddha, but also it teaches us about turning point in our lives. Therefore, there are memorial services held on 49 days, 100 day, first year, third year, and so on in Buddhism. And these services are very important because they are a way to feel the connection with the deceased. And today, we are gathered here for the monthly memorial service of June, and then we did Gasho to Amida Buddha through our loved ones who went to Amida Buddha's Pure Land. Thank you so much for listening to my Dharma message. Please join me Gasho. Namanda Butz, Namanda Butz, Namanda Butz, Namanda Butz, Namanda. Namanda. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei. Wow, a lot to think about. Please join me in reciting the Golden Chain of Love. I am a link in Amida Buddha's Golden Chain of Love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. May I be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. May I think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's Golden Chain of Love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namani Butz, Namani Butz, Namani Butz, Snanda, Snanda, Snanda. Okay. So a few announcements. On behalf of the Hamilton Buddhist Temple, we would like to thank Yoshi Sensei for today's Dharma talk, the Toronto Buddhist Church for supporting our temple and providing us with Yoshi Sensei services. And we are also grateful for the support from the Jodo Shinshu Buddhist Temples of Canada, JSBTC National Board, and from the ministers and temples across Canada. The bishop is coming to visit the Toronto Temple. Aoki Socho will be visiting us next weekend. Okay, on Saturday, June 18th, from 10 to 11, there's a service, your opportunity to ask the bishop. And they request that you actually sign up and forward your questions at the email on the screen. And Sunday, June 11th, there is a service. He'll be the guest speaker at the Toronto Buddhist Church. Future services, next service will be Obon, will be online. It'll be July 17th at 1 p.m. Prior to the service, there'll be graveside services in the morning. Please contact Marlene, and she'll, if you have any questions or would like to attend. And as usual, there's no service in August. This brings our formal portion of our service to a close. Please put your hands together in Gashon. Namo Butsu, Namo Butsu, Namo Butsu, Sananda, Sananda, Sananda.